I am Batman. I mean, Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another episode of Learning to Snipe. If you're new to my channel, this is a little mini-series I do about learning to snipe in Battlefield Hardline, where I share my experiences, where I learn to snipe, upload my gameplays, and talk about it. And you see I have the iron sights on here, which I don't usually do. That's because the class setup is kind of broken after the last patch, and you have to go in and reset up your class at the beginning of each match. At least some parts of the class. For me, it only affects my attachments on my primary weapon and sometimes my vehicles. But anyway, let me get right into what I want to talk about. I want to talk about sniper stereotypes, and I want to talk about the reason that snipers sometimes get a bad rep in first-person shooters, and I'm going to try and stick mainly to Battlefield here. So the way I see it, in my opinion, I think there's two types of sniper stereotypes that get negative reviews from other snipers, and mostly probably non-snipers. So let me just tell you what I think about that. So I think the first type of stereotype is applies to Battlefield, where the people think that the sniper only stays like 1,000 meters away from the objective and, you know, just sits there and snipe. And there are people that do that, but not all snipers do. And I think the second stereotype is more kind of Call of Duty-ish, but I think it applies to Battlefield too. That would be the sniper that just runs around and tries to quickscope everybody, no matter how many times they die. They just keep doing the same thing over and over, trying to quickscope people, trying to make some kind of video for YouTube or something like that, you know, which is kind of annoying, I have to say, because it doesn't usually work out that well when people just run around and try to quickscope in Battlefield. Maybe you can get away with that in Call of Duty, but in Battlefield it's a little different. So anyway, I wanted to talk about just being a regular sniper and the way that I play. And I don't think I have any one type of play style. I just think of my sniper rifle as I think of any other gun. I don't sit there and think, oh, I have to stay this far away to get kills. Oh, I have to quickscope. Oh, I have to do this. I simply react to whatever situation I'm in. I like to play the objective. I like to be close to the action, but I like to be far enough. I'm not stupid, and I know that this is a sniper rifle designed for long range. So I do like to be far enough away from the action, you know, that I can effectively use my weapon, but close enough that I can help my team. And I think that's the most important thing, is basically helping your team. Now, I don't mind losing a game or two, you know, and sometimes I don't play the objective. You know, when I'm playing Hotwire, I might not drive a car. My team might lose because nobody's driving. But that's just one of those things, you know. But most of the time, I do try to win, even though I'm not a competitive player. And most of all, I just try to have fun. And you see, the way I use my sniper rifle, I use it like any regular gun. So it kind of makes me mad when people send me a message or try to put me into a stereotype of the quote-unquote noob sniper. And I think people like to call snipers noobs because you will find sometimes, not all the time, some noobish players falling into those stereotypes that I gave you. But let's be real. There's stereotypes for every type of player in a first-person shooter. So I would like to basically say that I don't fall into any stereotypes, and I hope, you know, that you don't either. I think stereotypes are kind of stupid because everybody has their own play style. And basically, if you're playing a first-person shooter, your objective should be to win the game or get as many kills as possible. And I understand that there are noobs out there that are learning to snipe, and they don't fall into any category except the noob category. And there's nothing wrong with being a noob. You know, that's just, everybody is a noob when they first start playing video game. There's nothing wrong with that. It happens to everybody until you get better at the game and get good. But when I hear somebody say that all snipers are noobs, I just have to think to myself, that person is an ignorant person, you know, because that's not true. Using a sniper rifle takes, in my opinion, a lot more skill than using any other type of gun. Now, there's different types of skill involved. First, you have to master the mechanics of the game before you can consider yourself skilled, you know, with any weapon at all. You have to understand how the movement works, how the guns work, how the scopes work, how the physics of the game works, where the spawns are, things like that. So if you're past that point, you should technically be able to use any gun with a certain amount of skill based on the video game that you're playing. And that is the main point I wanted to make, is that I just want to point out that sniping is harder to do than using most other guns. Of course, it's a long-range weapon, so this gun is most effective at range, so sniping might be easier to do from far away than it is up close. But if you can do close range, medium range, and long range engagements, all with a sniper rifle, I have to say you're pretty damn good at the game, and you couldn't really be called a noob by anyone that was 100% legit. Most of the time people do that, they're just pissed off that they got killed. A lot of people will get killed by a sniper rifle and get mad just because they got sniped, you know. And there is a rivalry. There is a rivalry there, and honestly, I kind of like it. I kind of like the sniper versus assault rifle. God, I can't talk today. Assault rifle type of rivalry. And it's kind of cool, but I think some people take it too far and get mad, and I just want to let you guys know, don't let that get to you. Even though it gets to me sometimes, you know, because all I do is snipe, I try my best not to let it get to me, because you have to know yourself, and you have to know, you know, when somebody sends you a message and says you're just a noob sniper or this and that, don't let it affect you. They're simply angry that they got killed, or they're just angry in general, or maybe they're a noob and they're expecting themselves to do better than they are. You know, you never know. So I just wanted to bring that to light, because I get a lot of comments from people about, you know, why do people call all snipers noobs and this and that, and it's just not true. You know, sniping is definitely, I think it's one of the harder things to do in any first-person shooter, just because you have to be accurate. And that's all there is to say about that. So I hope you guys give me your opinions, like, favorite, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next episode. And remember, be proud to be a sniper.
Subscribe or die, motherfucker!